Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I hope you're all doing well. I have had the busiest few weeks and that's a good thing for me. But in those weeks I still managed to put together a build. The items released in this event are so beautiful, and I'm speaking of the live event, not necessarily the modern items from the Influence Island event. So I've put together this spooky house. There are floor plans at the end. I couldn't find the time to put the live build together. But if I do find time, and that's going to be difficult, then I might put one together, but the floor plans are there for you. Now, the smoke machines are busted in the game and have been for a while. At first the smoke wasn't coming out, and now it does, but it's coming out in squares. But you get the idea of what I was trying to do, create that haunted, smoky feel around the building. And at a glance you can see that it's on a small plot. There's an overgrown yard in the front, it's unkept, it's somewhat abandoned, and the couple who live here alone. No children or anything of the sort. I love the balcony railings, so I did a design that would allow for me to use lots and lots of it and layer it somehow. I think it's really pretty and it matches the staircase. Yay! Now, although I have this set up here, it's the only one of the color option in the event that I placed in this house. Everything else is the other option. All the bronze is what I used in the property, but I wanted to show off that set up top on the balcony. Now, this is the rear of the build, and I love that I placed it on this plot because of all the graves at the back, the trees that are, dried up and fading away, and that's everything for the exterior. I've used these lovely pillars as you see, and I think they were the better option for the design of the house. Everything is the bronze option, the purpley option. That's what I went for in this house. So of course I've mixed and matched certain items and found out that the purples were quite a good idea to work with. So you've got this dance floor in the middle here, and it works. So I've tried a couple of sims on it, and I placed this piano here from the previous event in the hall. So you see it matches the flooring in here, and I thought that was really nice. So it's a grand hall. I did everything to ensure that I fit that large staircase in here. And so you've got those excessive nooks and crannies, just a large table with flowers and so on, and curtains and drapes. I think it's got that dusty feel. I really love it. This is the large staircase and a very big grand entrance. There are 3 bedrooms in this house, by the way. This is that secret door. It's invisible. I think it's beautiful because any other door I would use would clash with this house. So this is a restroom to the side here, and then on the other side of the stairs, which is the grand stairs, you have a cloakroom. So all I did was place in a coat rack standing in there, and then you work your way in through from that grand entrance into this big large living room. So I love the flow of it. Very large corridors, very open, very grand, isn't it? And for a house on a small plot, in the AR view it looks even much more spacious when you look at it this way. I think it's really beautiful. These purple chairs from the Simdex prizes work brilliantly in this house, and it pulls on the color purple on those curtains, on the runner in the table. It's just stunning. The chairs are beautiful. Initially, when I started designing the house, I thought it would be dark and dingy, but it isn't. The purple that I have included has, brought out some more color in the space. So the flowers match the chairs. You can see the crystal ball in the middle on the table. I think it's just stunning. The fireplace is gorgeous. The picture, super spooky. The eyes move from left to right and freak the Sims out. And then, of course, you got the dining area, which we just seen in AR. But I think the details in the chairs are so nice. Again, that fireplace. I wish I had that fireplace in my house. Mine is plain. And I just wish that when we tap on the table, our Sims will be able to dine, but they can't. So it's just there. But it's very pretty indeed. There is a staircase going down to the basement, and in the basement is where we've got the kitchen, some other rooms. There are 3 bedrooms in this house, so we'll go down there later when we've seen the rest of the build. And this is basically a very quick overview for you. Very simple floor plan all the way around, and we have it on 4 floors. So the basement, this level, the next level that we're popping up to right now, and then the attic where you access that spiral staircase. So once we come up these stairs, and I think they're really lovely, very pretty, and you'll notice that the railing matched the actual railing that we get as part of a prize for the event. I think that's very important when giving us railings and stairs, that they match. So there's a nice little nook here for you to sit on that chaise if you want to. But again, those fabulous invisible doors are situated here, and that's where we have this broomstick cupboard. Okay, I don't want the curtain, I want the cupboard. Let's try and click on that, the magic broomstick closet. So I'm just going to get her to grab the broomstick and head off, and we'll just carry on. But I wanted to note that last year when I did the Haunting of Bly Manor Mansion, and an icon should pop up in the right hand corner of your screen if you want to watch that video, but then that broomstick didn't work, so they fixed it. There's a way out to the front balcony here to overlook the front yard that's unkept. And then we have a little nook that leads through into the master bedroom, and of course you can see that there's an invisible door. I am in love with these invisible doors. Will I use them in all my builds? Maybe not, but you're going to notice that I use them a lot. Right, so this is what I use for the bedside tables. I know it's for tasting food, but it's got the candles in there, and perhaps they had something to eat and then just kept it on the bedside table and went to sleep. So I put it there because I just wanted to showcase those tables anyway. When you design your room, you could just take that off and put an actual bedside table, but I like it. I feel as though they just threw a plate to the side after eating in bed. So again, this is the third fireplace in the house. It's absolutely lovely, and this is a closet space to the left and another closet space to the right as you head out to the balcony room. So invisible doors, and you can see the closets in there. If you tap on that, your sim should be able to change. And then there's another invisible door that leads into a bathroom here, and in the crack you can see there's a ghost with some smoke. So sometimes the water runs cold, or it just switches on by itself, and so on. It's haunted. Of course it has to be haunted. This is that balcony space where the madame of the house, who's outside trying to practice on her broom, this is where she spends most of her time. And I really love the space. It's quite luxurious in a way. I love the curtains in there. I added more drapes. So it's a beautiful feature and attachment to the master bedroom. Let me just stop him, and I think her eyes are moving. Let's just see if we could catch that. There we go. Her eyes are moving. All right, we're heading up to the attic. The attic is their secret space where they conjure up spells, cast hexes, and you know, I don't know, do all sorts of evil things up here, because they are obviously a spooky couple. This is the hobby that I've chosen for the magician. So he's the spellcaster and she does the potions. But of course you notice I switched her over just to use the broom outside. So this is that space for them where they come up and do all sorts of dark stuff. And there's no way out of there unless you choose to place a door, and they head out to dine on the rooftop. So that's the complete build. So you've got the attic, you've got the main family floor, or the private floor, you know, and that balcony up front next to the master bedroom, and then you've got this entire area downstairs for public use. Now we're going to head down to the basement, and that's situated right below the dining room area, just here, without railing. I love that. And a ton of books in there, maybe cookbooks, potion books, I don't know. But this is the way down to the kitchen. I wanted it to be unusual. This cluster of photographs come from the Price house. So I built the house a couple of times, and I used it in the space. I wanted it to be unusual, a bit run down, you know, in the basement. And all these platters also come from the Price house that we win. And then you got the oven on that side, and again a replica of the design across the way. I could have put a fridge in here. There's more than enough space for that, but I didn't. The idea is that it's freezing cold down here. This is their pantry, and further down you've got the laundry section in the end here. I took off the smoke machines because they were causing the game to lag while I was recording the tour. So it was filled with smoke, and you know, it was meant to be freezing cold down here and haunted. Now we've come to one of the rooms in the basement, so there's a closet space, a nice cozy bed area, and some curtains. I tried to find a way to place curtains, so I created a crack between this room and the room on the flip side. So you work your way across through this, you know, hidden corridor and come through to an identical room down the end as well. Across the way you have a bathroom for those 2 bedrooms situated here, and there's a mopping bucket. I've removed a ton of those too because it caused the game to lag, because the broom operates by itself, you know, cleaning and mopping. Right, there is another ghost in the crack here too, with a smoke machine. Couldn't take that one off. I needed it to look all smoky and spooked. And that's the entire floor plan for the basement. Now you will note that during the course of the video there would be a pop-up card if you're watching on a device in the top right hand corner of your screen, and it gives you a link to other videos that are related. So you got the Haunting of Bly Manor build, another house with a backstory about a haunted house, and you know how couples kept abandoning the house after they had moved in. They would just, you know, pack up and leave because it was haunted, but finally there was someone else who moved in and was able to stay. So a lot of related videos I've included for you to go off and watch in the season. I want to thank you so very much for watching, and I will go ahead and give you screenshots of the floor plan, and you can go ahead and recreate these in your town. Don't forget to use the hashtag JCfinger when uploading it to any social media platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and so on. That way you'll be given credit and I will be grateful. Thanks again. I hope you had an amazing week, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. Take care. Bye.